everybody, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Planet Zoo Career Mode. We're here in Maple Leaf Wildlife Park, where some slight changes have happened since last time. Thanks to everyone who pointed out there was no food or water. I literally remembered the second I stopped recording, I literally was like, oh, food and water. So I placed them down, and I've just come in and got a keeper sorted as well, who's going to come in and sort some stuff out. Just going to make sure these buildings are okay. Facility's got power. Facility has power, yeah. So let's call a keeper. Call keeper. There we go. Keeper's en route. Get yourself in there. Have a little look around, Mr. Keeper. See if there's anything you need to do. Haven't actually sent anyone in yet. So I say Mr. Keeper, Mrs. Keeper, excuse me, or Miss Keeper. So nothing needs doing. Is that true? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Timo's alpha weather is pretty good. Somebody else pointed out that because you can basically, rather than having fences, you can just do something like this. Now a real zoo would not really have something like this, I don't think, but as far as the game's concerned, this is all safe. So I've carried it on this way. This was a bit tricky to get this working by paths. It was very jumpable, so I've carried it over to there, so there's a bit of a sort of display area as you come in, but now it's got this much more much more realistic, much better looking than having a big glass box. Basically, again, realism isn't really our focus here, design isn't really our focus, although, you know, I'm still trying to make it look nice. A few people in the last one were like, well, if it's not design focused, then it shouldn't be on the channel, because that's not what the channel's about. I mean, I'm still trying to make stuff look nice, but due to the time and the sort of pacing of these videos, the focus is more on just kind of doing stuff in real time. Like, if I built in this career mode to the detail of Nuna Kanata, then the videos would be 3 hours long and I would still be on the tutorial level. You know, that's kind of how we have to think about this thing, really. We have a disease. Oh no, do we even have a vet? Fired? Why is Patty Young fired? We don't have a vet. But we do have a place for vets to go, right? We have a veterinary clinic. It's that one, right? There's the vet surgery. Okay. So I'm hoping she's going to go in there. She's going to box up a macaque. Let's see her box up a macaque. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Oh, the disease is now life-threatening. Ouch. Okay. Well, there we go. That's that sorted. So I'm hoping to get silver today. Basically, we're going to go over here and we're going to build a plains-type exhibit for wildebeest and who's the other one that goes with wildebeest? Sable antelope. Okay, they could both hang out together. We can build one space for them in this area here, and then we're going to have to move up the hill over there for some of the others. It is going to make this, I mean, this is a busy path, but it's calmed down a little bit now, but it's still pretty busy. But the idea is that okay, one more exhibit here, but then all these exhibits up the hill will hopefully make some people sort of spread down that way. Okay, so let's clear this little bit of path out here, and literally you're going to come down here, and it's going to be this. Like, this is it. This is the only spot to go to here. It just comes around like that. You see the animals. And when you're done seeing the animals, then you're done seeing the animals, you close again. Somebody said if we set the opening hours to 8 till 8... No, because it's only set till 5, look, and it's going late, and it's going dark. Oh, is that because it's going round to 5 in the... It's because it's moving round to 5 in the morning, isn't it? 8 till 8. There we go. That should keep it lightish. That's light enough, isn't it? Okay, so here's the plan then. Because we probably will have to have some keeper stuff over here as well. Let's have a look. Where does our power go to? Ooh, it's close, isn't it? It'd be a shame we couldn't reach that to there. Wonder, is it worth doing something like that, do you reckon? Let's see if that was worth doing. I bet it wasn't. Oh, I'll tell you what we could do, sorry. Let's just edit this building. Yeah. So, where do we select group? Edit group mode. There we go. Why was that so difficult? If we turn it that way, we should be able to put the path in. It should not be staff path anyway. I suppose it's staff path there, isn't it? It doesn't matter. That might be enough. No. No, it's probably not going to be easy. We're going to need some more power over here. But that, okay, all right, whatever. Okay, so barriers. let's do something like this then. So let's shrink that down a bit. Let's get a curved barrier on the go, and we'll do a nice big curve here. There we go. Research is complete. Nice. To about there. Okay, so there's going to be your big viewing area. Let's get some vet research done. Let's have a look. Who have we got? Japanese macaques. Nice. So we did have a vet, yeah. Oh, it's because they were researching, isn't it? Let's get them researching. Who hasn't got anything yet? Snow leopard. All right. Let's just quickly put whatever unlocked for the macaques, because they weren't happy with their sprinkler, were they? I remember now. Japanese macaque. There we go. Go on, what did you give us? What did you give us? Oh, a small fixed roller feeder. Beautiful. So we can place that down. In fact, let's put it... Oh, it's got to be somewhere it can be filled. Let's stick it up there. But no, it's got to go somewhere like that. Okay. There we go. They should be happy about that. Coming down here. But was there something else? Many guest thinks the tickets are underpriced. My word. How about 13 and 7? Mechanic research. Mechanics are doing research? Oh, classic theme. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of open up a few options there, because we were kind of struggling for nice stuff. Okay, so barriers. So we're going to go wood barrier out of here down to about there, and then we'll follow this around, give them plenty of space. But I'm not too worried about them having water from the lake there. Chain link, and then we'll chain link it around the back, and we'll make it be undulating, so as it follows the terrain. Shrink that down. Plus and minus, that is, by the way. I have somebody ask every single time I do it. Plus and minus keys are what's getting your height, your length, excuse me, change. Oh, P file has matured. That means you gotta go. Okay, so we're gonna do something like this, using chain link. There we go. There we go. Then we'll go back to wood to finish it off. There we go. So you're not going to be able to see them when they're in the water, but I don't really mind that. So this is going to be a little staffy bit. Let's just get that mature Avi. You're out of here, Avi. Because there's going to be too many of you otherwise. 2 boys. We don't want 2 boys. So Guatam, you can go as well. And so how many boys have we got now? Just the one, I hope. Let's have a look. How's your social grouping? Okay. Maybe we could clear out a couple more, though. There we go. One more, because there's lots of babies coming up. There we go. We're getting absolute crap CC points for that, but never mind. Okay. Right then. Okay, so a bit of staff stuff here then. So staff. We're going to need a keeper hut. Keeper hut. And a little staff room, right? And we're going to try and keep them over this way as much as we can, so that we don't bother the guests. Let's put our habitat barrier gate in, and then see if we can put the 2 buildings either side of this gate. So paths, staff path. Let's take the staff path over to there, so it's out of the way. There we go. And then facilities. Keeper hut small. Should fit in that gap nicely there. Looks like it does. And then we'll have a staff room small as well. Hopefully should go on the back of there and not be too horrific. And then we'll actually go into that building and we'll place down a power thing to look after that little set there. So that should be okay. I'm just going to guess we're far enough away there Negative impact. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, good. The actual buildings themselves don't have such big impact. It's mostly the power, isn't it? That's fine. Okay. So, habitats. Okay, we can get animals in here then, can't we? Right, okay. So, we're going to go for black wild. I know they're not the perfect animals for this map, but they go well to nice together, and it means we get silver star. So, I'm kind of happy to go for it. So female for a bit of cash, 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 and a male. Pretty sure we need a lot. They might as well get the bronze one. And then also we're gonna come not the nyalas, it's these ones here, the sable antelopes. So again, female, female, female. No, they're all males. Oh, they're gonna fight. So female, female. There's only 2 females available. Ooh, okay. So these are all sat. Oh, we already bought the Formation Bear and the Timber Wolves. That's right. I completely changed my mind. So hold on. We've got 3 boys here. We need to get rid of one of them. So who's got the best stats? Is it you? None of you are great. You're the best stats. Okay. So... Oh, no. No. Sorry. You're the best stats, even though they're not great. So we're going to quick trade you out. There we go. Okay, so now you, and you are all coming to here, and I just hope you've got enough room. I'm going to guess you haven't. I don't know, actually. No, space-wise, I think that's okay, actually. I'm hoping all the staff run into action. And as soon as we've got some over here... See, guests are walking... Oh, no, guests are just having a little peek into snow leopard. I was going to say, why are guests walking down here already? Here goes an animal. I'll just pour myself a drink. There we go. Black wildebeest has arrived at the zoo. I'm hoping we get a wildebeest and an antelope. That would be good. No, you're black wildebeest as well. You're black wildebeest as well. Okay, well let's make the place good for wildebeest, I suppose. So terrain actually isn't too far off. We need some hard shelter. That's fine. So they just need a little bit of soil and a little bit of hard grass. So we can have some soil all along the riverbed here. Should be nowhere near enough. Okay, so how about over on this bit as well, even though the actual thing doesn't work. So there we go. There's the soil. And we've got too much long grass. We just need some short grass. So we'll have some short grass here at the front where they're going to hang out a bit more. Okay, so that's fine for you. Plant coverage is all horrific. So I think if we just go like that and like that. Now, there are plants here that we can't do anything about. So that may be an issue. We may have to bring the edges in. Habitat-wise, apart from the hard shelter, you're all okay. So let's have a look. Environment. So yeah, just a couple of trees hanging out there isn't great, but otherwise, African grassland for everything else should be okay. So, continent, Africa, biome, grassland. Basically, going to throw down a couple of umbrella trees and be done with it. These acacias, yeah, a couple of these. Boom. Boom. I mean, that's that because they just don't have much foliage, really. So you're going to have a couple of them and you're going to be happy about it. I mean, these grasses are quite nice, but I find these grasses are a bit thick. Like they're quite to go from nothing and then just like piles of them around. I do wonder if they're a little dense, I guess is a word. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because antelope may well not like as much. Obviously no enrichment we've got, so hard shelter they need, that's fine. So it's basically enrichment. They will get a bit of an interspecies bonus here, I think, which is good. So enrichment and hard shelter. I'm going to unpause the game now they're happy because we can start working on some hard shelter for them. So, construction, architecture, roofs. Basically, I want to build a stable, and not because it's simple, but because genuinely I think that'll look pretty good to have a sort of basic stable. So we're going to go for a slate roof. Japanese cat birds have offspring. Oh yeah, baby macaque. That'll do well good for us. Okay, so slate roof here. Looking at the height of them, that'll do fine. There we go. Duplicate that over. And I feel that it needs a bit of space because... Actually, do you know what we can do? We can delete that. We can build a chunk of it and then send all of it over. So, wall pieces. We should have a better brick now. There we go. So we're going to do this classic. I mean, it's still very serviceable. The whole zoo kind of has a bit of a serviceable vibe now, which I'm kind of leaning into. So that is what it is. But we can still make stuff look interesting, right? That's not a great... I don't know, concrete. No, that doesn't sit right, does it? Concrete pillar, no. Square beam, no. It's just wide enough to cover limestone. There we go. I was going to say, I know one of the sort of half-rounded ones will work. There we go. One of the wildebeest has jumped on it already. Hopefully temperature is going to be fine right now, but whether it's... They are going to get cold, aren't they? That's the only problem with having these sort of African animals in. Diseased animal covered, call vet. Can we not just call vet anyway? Call vet. Has been in the box too long. Unbox animal. Or might have been in the box too long. I don't know. I want to see the baby macaque. Where's the baby macaque? Have we had it yet? Have we had a baby macaque? Animals. Animal 6. That sounds like baby. It looks cute even just from that. Oh, look. Oh, man. Oh, it's got a proper little afro on its head. Look at that. Ha ha ha! It's really cute, bright eyes. Oh, hello. Oh, there we go.
I hate to sound jealous, but I'm hearing from the staff there that they prefer working for you over me.
Because I don't tell crap jokes, Bernie.
You built a fine place for him. I'll have to up my game back here, won't I? In fact, it's settled. I'm buying all my staff Cosmic Cow ice cream.
How about you just pay him a living wage, mate? Stop with your token gifts. Sorry, I'm just going a bit Corbyn on him then, didn't I? Right, there we go. Here's the. Oh man, they're bigger than I thought they were. Oh, that's a nice colouring. So that's a boy and a girl, is it? Boy and a girl. Nice. And wildebeest. This is what we want herding. I'm not sure herding's in the game, you know. These wildebeest all need to be hanging together. I know I'm sure it's something they said they were adding, but I don't know. I think it's still to come. Right, pillars. Yes, something like that'll do. It's a bit thick, actually. What about that? That's a bit grandiose, isn't it? We've got a smaller one. Perfect. It is a bit over the top, that, but I'm kind of into it because the roof is there. Okay, we'll finish off these chappies hard shelter. Oh, there we go. That's good, isn't it? There you want that sort of gradual. I don't find they look great when they go straight from like a thick pillar to a thin pillar. So you want something like that you can then just add your regular wood onto. There we go. And then we can copy all of that. Boop. Save land so it's right at the zoo. Nice. And then just bring the wood down. Cool. And then we'll do to give it a bit of support. Not that it needs it, of course, but just to make it look like it's got a bit of support. So we can bring that down there. There we go. Maybe even do 2 of them. That's a bit of a feature. We like features. Yeah. Okay. So now we can edit that. We can take the whole thing and we can duplicate it a few times like that. And then all we have to do then is... Oh, there's a bit of a change in elevation there, but it's nothing we can't deal with. So we just have to copy over this stuff. There we go. To where it should be. And we'll just pretend it's open. It's meant to be like that. Okay, good. I suppose we could just do this, can't we? Move the whole thing this way a little. There we are. Still a little undulating. Oh, now it's going wrong the other way. Okay, good. Let's go for somewhere in between then, hey? There's a bit of it and a bit of not. It's about to have offspring. I love it! All the babies. And then we can place down bedding. And there we go. I definitely wanted that sort of different spots. So they can come and not necessarily be right on top of each other, you know? That was kind of the point there. About to have offspring. My word, everything's having babies. There's the hard shelter. So there you go. People should be pretty happy. It's getting a bit busy. So let's do our checklist then. Food and water. So species. What have we just put in there? We have just put in there African buffalo and sable antelope. And I'm hoping they have the... Yeah, they do. They have the same food and drink stuff. So we can put down... food over here. We'll put them on at the back as well for when they don't want to be near guests. Water trough is pretty good. Saltwater crocodile is expecting offspring, so we'll put a water there. We'll also have one over here. So there's a few places they can go and get some water if they need it. Oh, that's just a larger one. Okay, no, I think we'll use that. Okay. Pause the game again. Let's get another staff member then. Keeper. Oops. Okay, so you are going to have a new work zone. It basically is that little box there. And that's called Savannah work zone. And you can pop off. Okay, so that's food and drink. Donations. Look at me remembering everything. Aren't I good? Are you all proud? You better be proud. Guest facilities, finance, donation box. So we'll go one there, and then education. Oh, Johnson's all over it today. And we're gonna put them on the wall here. What? One there and one there. And we'll just have each animal on one. So black wildebeest, sable antelope. There we go. Not going to bother with speakers. Don't like them. So let's get these guests covered up. They are not going to be happy stood there in the wet. So we can do something about it. Let's make a 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make a little section here that we can duplicate. And they'll be. These will be standalone little features, but they can go next to each other to kind of all tie in. So that's not a problem. Let's just get on a building grid here. Okay, there we go. Right. Nothing crazy this. We've done this kind of thing 10 dozen times before. But do you know what? It works. Let me just grab one of them as a line of sight because we're off the grid here. So we're going to have to do it like this. Again, the perfection that I would normally aim for in a sandbox is not going to be here. But I still like to think you can see where we're going with stuff, you know? There we go. Simple shelters like this. Just makes a bit of difference, I think, in how they look. Oh, good. We're on the grid now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll pull it round to about there. And then this piece... no, sorry. This piece can be duplicated. There we go. And it's going to be the viewing area, so we don't want to cover up too much, but we do need some more support in here. So we'll take them, bring them up to here. And then I'll bring them across to here. Okay. There should be a shorter one. Yep, there we go. So 1, 2 clicks, so we know where we're up to. There we go. Same that side. Just extra bit of support there. And also a little bit of detail. There we go. And then we'll take the beam. Are we on? Oh, we're on snap here. That's no good. We'll take beam. There we go. Is this the 4 meter one? Is it? Oh, okay. Okay, that's not quite what I was going to do, but it'll do actually. 1, 2, 3. I was going to go for them being open at the end, but I'll take that. There we go. Copy them all over quick. How long's this video been? Oh, 25 minutes. Oh, we've done quite a bit in this one, actually. I think this is pretty good. We got Silver Star. Okay. So now what we can do is place these over the path. I mean, you can already see where the rain isn't hitting due to the awesome shader effects. But now we can basically bring these in. And like I say, if I had... if I was in all the time, probably, I would probably make these... you know, one long path thing that sort of folded round and looked amazing. But I actually quite like the individuality of them, actually. I think it looks pretty good. I think we'll have the 3. And then these areas where they're uncovered, that's, you know, that is what it is. Going to deal with it. How are we doing down here? Education's still pretty low. Now, we do have these things that we just haven't been putting down anywhere. So I suppose... a handful of these probably aren't going to do any harm. So, deforestation isn't really a problem in the savannah. Climate change, I guess, is probably an issue in the savannah. Population poaching, there we go. These things have horns on. I'm sure they're an issue for poachers. I'm sure poachers are an issue even, excuse me. So, let's go for down here, and we can have one of these in here, can't we? There we go. In fact, we can probably get away with 2 of these in here, either side of Mr. Trash Can. Okay, so you can talk about the amphibian extinction crisis, and you can talk about thingy actually, climate deforestation, because that's obviously these are mostly rainforest animals in here, so that's suitable for them. I just saw one that was about the exotic medicine trade, and I'm pretty sure there are parts of alligators, crocodiles that are used in that traditional medicine. So, look, the pangolin, poor pangolins are chomped on. We haven't got 3 adults here yet, have we? You're still a little baby, but you're the last baby, right? Stud book, 3.8 years. Yeah, so, but there's another baby due. June, November, year 7. Oh, next month. Wow, 2 little offspring. Good for you. How about in here? Still loads of babies in here. As long as you're all baby. There's 20 of you. Wow, but you're all babies, aren't you? Look, I can't even scroll down enough. There's that many of you. How many adults is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we've got 3 grown-up dads. We've got 3 grown-up dads. We've got 3 boys. So that needs to be thinned out. Because otherwise, we're gonna keep knocking babies out all day long. So you can go as well. Okay, there we go. Just 1 boy again. All right, so we've got down here. We've got our sable antelope. I think the last thing we need to do probably is look at some trees. Not necessarily in the exhibit. We need some stuff on the outside here. So we'll go for some more. We'll go for some more suitable ones as far as as the biome is concerned here, which is it's like a tigri biome, right? So we'll have things like awesome spruces, just making sure they're keeping them away from the border a little bit, because otherwise they're going to count as part of the exhibit, and we don't want that to happen. Or we can have a huge red cedar. How's that? Boom! Look at that! What a tree! Monkey puzzle, they don't really go, do they? No. Scots pine, there we go. Something like that will do nicely. Not great in the rain, is it? But I think So the only thing we've got to might have an issue with here is the cold. Habitat. Terrain. The terrain's a little off for you, is it? You need lots more short grass, but you can have less long grass. That's fine, because so could the buffalo, actually. So I reckon if we just paint a load of this, there you go. You're both happy now regarding terrain. And those couple of trees we can't get rid of. It is what it is. Temperature-wise, then, are you all right? Temperature, yeah. So it's only when it snows we might have to add. Oh, hello. That looked like broken glass somewhere. Oh my goodness! Look at the state of that. Let's get a mechanic on the go. What's up with you? Alert. Oh, diseased. Call the vet. All of you. Old staff on deck. Otherwise, I'm happy with that. I don't feel like I've rushed that a little bit like I did with the snow leopards. I think I've made something that's suitable. I mean, it doesn't look fantastic. I mean, you know, it's a savanna. They are kind of big lumps of grass. You know, obviously, you want to see some really higher detail stuff. Check out the Sandbox series. Check out the habitat builds. Here, we're more focused on sort of, you know, just playing the game, really, and enjoying the game. And if people think that doesn't suit the channel, well, you know what? I'm the channel, and I enjoy playing the game this way as well as being creative. So, you know, it is what it is. We got silver. Boom. Until next time, be good.